Hey, good day, everyone. I just wanted to share with you a short piece of important info. I'll get right to the point. Before I was awakened before I was awakened, I was a fishing captain and had my own boats and did my own work. Uh, Also, at that time, I had lead fillings in my teeth. I had many of them. And one day I was down in the engine room of my boat doing regular maintenance, and I had two sets of big batteries, a double set. One one set I'd run, and the other set was a reserve set, so I could switch back and forth. So I was working on my batteries, around my batteries, right in that area. And what had happened is I had moved my batteries were over here, and I was working very close to them. My head was. And what I had noticed is when my head came about a foot or a foot and a half from the batteries, I started feeling in this jaw a tingling and a tightening, and I had lead fillings there right along this side. So I began to feel a tingling in there and a tightening. Then all of a sudden, I began inside of my head up here. I began to hear a song playing from on a radio station. And I said, "Wow, that's kind of cool." But so what I did is I would back my head away, then I wouldn't hear anything anymore. And then, so I said, I must test this, to make sure that it's real and to make sure that the song on a radio, that signal that it was coming uh, when I had put my head close to the battery. So I put it back again, and yeah, I could hear a song playing. I could hear the words of it. Uh, I just forget what song it was, but it was very interesting that uh, just by being in proximity to those batteries, and because I had lead fillings in my mouth, it was causing a, a, a receiving and a transmitting also, I believe. But, for the most evidence there, at least, I was a receiver, which was important. Now, when you perhaps put a little bit of science behind this, and this is why I put just a slight chlorine introduction and a couple posts preceding this live video. And what I wish to share with you is the importance of not being around chlorine, but also if you look at the lead fillings that many had in their teeth, uh, years ago. It's transitioning now away from that. But just by having lead fillings, and apparently it's being exposed to uh, chlorine gas, but also let's also say there was some sort of an uh, energetic field there that, well, you just think about it. To hear the music going in your head, what I'm trying to say is that, with these mind control things, and, it's not getting paranoid on you, but we know about the conditioning. So I'm just thinking, so they put all these lead fillings in people. Then they put chlorine in your water supplies. I wonder if there's any connection, if that somehow set up transmitters to, as a form of mind control. I mean, if I could hear music from a radio station inside of my head, you know, with with advanced technology, what else could be done? You know, for instance, you could if you can implant music inside of the head by that sort of a method, then I believe it's very acceptable to see that a sort of brainwashing in that respect could be there. But when I look at the wide use of chlorine in public pools and your water supply, and then when I looked at, you know, in the past, all of the people that had lead fillings in their teeth, yeah, you know, perhaps they could have been receivers of you know, some directed mind control as well. So just brought that up just for food for thought today. So love you. Big winks because it is pertinent. We broke out of it. And have a great day. I love you all. Be interesting to see, you know, maybe some comments and see what you guys think on this as chlorine disappears. Have a great one.